All right, what's up? So I just tried doing this intro like maybe 20 times, and I just keep being stupid and saying, like, "What's up, guys? Welcome to Changed." Yeah, I've wanted to play this game for a while, so here I am recording it on my first YouTube video. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to jump right into this. So if you don't know what the nature of this game is, basically it's maybe a puzzle game. Maybe a puzzle slash horror. I don't really call it horror. Actually, I do think it's a horror game. Most people wouldn't consider it horror though. It's not horror on Steam, I don't think. Actually, yes, it is. But yeah, I got this on Steam. My friend gifted it to me, and I originally only played this because I lost a bet, and yeah, I lost a bet, and I had to stream the one of the endings to my friends. So yeah, and then I actually wanted to finish it, so I got one of the endings, and I got one of the endings, a bad ending, and I just wanted to, see what else there was, what else this game had to offer. So there we are. Real pixelated, like 8-bit, 16-bit. I don't really know what you call this, but it's very pixely. Your eyes sting under the intense light, but you still make an effort to open your eyes and take a look at the situation you're in. Through your hazy eyes, you discover that you're in a very unfamiliar room. Your limbs feel weak, your head is spinning, but the most gripping thing in your mind is that it feels like you haven't eaten anything in years. You possess nothing but a small pair of shorts. You don't even think that they're originally yours. Obviously, you've been kidnapped. Your vague memories seem to align with this fact as well. You've been kidnapped by someone and they brought you here. You feel very confused, but you clearly understand that the first thing you should do is escape from this room. All right, you have only one goal for now. Let's begin. So, yeah, trigger warning. There's going to be a lot of reading in this, if you're not into this sort of game. Then I would suggest that you continue watching because, I like views. I'm just kidding. I'm actually really new to this whole YouTube thing. Like, my setup is literally I got one of these websites. It's video.ninja. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's like it basically lets you use the audio like microphone on your phone, because I didn't have a proper audio device. This computer doesn't have a microphone, and my only other option was my headphones, which have a really small microphone that sounds awful, or this little tiny speaker with a tiny microphone in the back. You looked inside. There's obviously no way you could climb in. However, you hear something that sounds like dragging and slipping around. You should probably step back a bit. And here's the main antagonist we've had to be introduced to. And there it is. There's our friend. Oh, crap. Okay, so basically if you touch anything, just smashed my microphone, set up my makeshift microphone. But if you missed that, yeah, you basically turn into a furry. This is a furry game. But yeah, anyway, I'm kidding, obviously, but let's load from that. Oh, great, we get to, yes, excellent. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I'm using my phone as a microphone, and I don't actually have any way to put it, because I tried just putting it on the table, but that didn't work out very well because it sounded awful. You could hear my mouse moving, and you could hear like the key presses, like as if you were next to a jet engine. So yeah, it wasn't very good. So my grandma, she uses these contraptions to hold up your phone, like a hands-free phone holder. So I'm using that. I put my phone on it upside down with the microphone facing up, and that's how that's how you can hear my voice. So yeah, let's try that again. You looked inside. There's obviously no way you could climb in. You hear something dragging and slipping. You should step back. And my original plan was to lead him to the sewer grate, but as you saw, I failed, and the little pudding thing infected me, unfortunately. There we go. That's successful. The pathfinding in this game is really weird. Like, I don't know if that counts as a voice crack that I just did, but the pathfinding is really weird because usually it would go at you in a straight line, but instead, or I guess not in a game like this, but you get the picture. Instead it just goes in a straight line and then goes diagonally towards you. So it's kind of hard to predict where it's going to go. What was that? Was it some kind of living milk pudding? Yes, that's what this game is. Whatever it was, this place is clearly not safe anymore. It's not the best time to think about it too much. Okay, let's investigate around us. This is a very explory game because it's not really action based. It's more of just like look around, find out everything that happened. Who put these notes here? Do not touch them. If you don't want to be one of them, avoid them. I don't know the capsule password. I just hope you awaken and read this. Be safe, survivor. Is he talking about something dangerous? The handwriting, yes, you just saw it. The handwriting of this note is rather messy. From its content, it doesn't seem like it's written by your kidnappers either. You start hoping this is just a bad TV show. Yeah, TV show. There are more notes on the second page. It's clearly in another person's handwriting. Please remember to dispose of the liquid waste, wow, the liquid waste, and to clean up the sewer. Do not drop any sticky objects, samples, or chemicals on the floor, especially the samples. Dried unknown chemicals, I'm going to just stop being stupid. Precipitate at the bottom of the test tubes. You're hungry as hell, but you're not nearly that desperate. Yeah, it says hold shift to run on the floor. Yeah, there you go, fourth wall break there. Yeah. On the menu, you could have just seen the controls, but there's another way in case I need to run around. There's no limit to how much you can run. Upon closer inspection, there appears to be a button deep inside. Put your hand in the vent, carefully winding around the wires and pipes inside. Finally, you manage to push it. I really hope I'm recording right now, because before this, I played for the first 30 minutes of the game without recording, so and that game was the special edition of Changed, but as I later came to find out, the Steam version of Changed Special Edition is only a demo, so it's not even worth playing. Or it's not worth playing until the full version is out, and I don't really, want to play the updated ones of the beta. It looks like this device controls the capsule, but it's broken. There's a lot of dust on top and no signs of use, so who turned it off? The screen doesn't work. Dust is all over it too. Okay, yeah. Alright, press the button. Let's get out. That was locked before. This place is a mess. Seems it's been deserted for a long time. Where are the people who kidnapped you? It doesn't look like there are any humans anywhere around this area. You shivered. You have a feeling that your troubles have only begun. Or maybe you're just cold. Let's focus on finding a way out first. So, this game, I'm pretty sure, is originally Chinese, so a lot of the English translations are, a bit choppy, a bit shabby, but, we don't know the password. Yeah, pile of excellent garbage. Yep. This game is pretty funny, if you ask me, but it's definitely a serious thing. You can use F12 to immediately return to the main menu if you want to skip repeating death scenes, but sometimes you might miss something. Okay. An unusual machine. When you stand in front of it, it scans your... I didn't get to read that. And makes a record of your progress. Is this some sort of attendance machine? So here's our save points. Those red things are saves. Large cardboard box sealed with tape. Yeah, so we're trying to get in here. So I've if you haven't heard already I think I said this already, but I've already played through one of the endings, so I already know all the puzzles for most of the game. But there are other endings, and I just died in the middle of the game because I got a bad ending. But I just want to get a good ending. I'm trying to get all the endings, but that might not be possible. Some report is written on this. The experiment failed again, so I locked the room. But this time it got so close that it almost blew up the entire building. I manipulated the pattern of the ceramic tiles on the floor. Bigger tiles are the key. The password of the storage room is hidden across the floor. I saw there were rats inside the storage room, so we brought in a cat, but yesterday we lost it after it ate our sample. Also, there's something above the balcony. It looks like a wild cat. How could a wild cat be on top of a building like this? All new subjects aren't experimented on voluntarily. We have the last 5 subjects here. I'm sorry for them, but to succeed, to save us all, we need them. We need their sacrifice. I guess they were going to sacrifice me. Sacrificing a few lives is the preferable option when it means saving many, many others. So if you didn't catch that, the password is on the floor. It's just the big tiles. 7, if you can't see it, 7, 1, 4, 2, 1. And that's the 5-digit passcode. Yep, okay, here we go. Bit of chase, quite a few chase scenes in this, but yeah, now you might see why I call this a horror game, because even if it doesn't feel like it, there's kind of a jump scare. There's quite a few of those. Not really jump scares, but more just like, what do you even call it? I guess like a spook, maybe. Let's progress. Yeah, that was a box puzzle that I just did. Second I cross over here, that cat is gonna do some stuff. But, let's just do this. Oh, yeah, he noticed. Okay. So, this game is actually pretty hard. Like, it's supposed to be pretty frustrating, I think. But, yeah. I don't even know why I keep saying, but yeah. Yeah, it's just like that, man. I don't know what to tell you. Cat's faster than me, of course. I'm gonna die a lot. And every time you die, it gives you a little post death screen, I guess. So those are pretty cool. And that's why this is probably for furries, this game. But I don't think so. I don't think it's a furry game. I'm just gonna stop saying that. You need to take a shot every time I say furry. It's getting out of hand. Of apple juice, of course, if you're underage. Okay, now's my time. Now's my chance. Oh, great. Okay. The depth is pretty bad to pay attention to. I just pressed F12 to skip that. Yeah, the depth is pretty hard to see, so it's like, there's no way you could have seen that box could have been pushed to right at first, right? Down, you think that's as far as it can go, probably. No, probably not, because of the boxes next to this one, but it's like the depth makes it pretty hard, especially for the box puzzles, but it also makes it pretty distracting to do this. And the cat is like RNG, because the cat is like, it moves really sporadically sometimes. Like sometimes I'll just move three blocks up randomly. You know what I mean? Okay, please tell me I'm safe here. Oh, I am. Oh, nice. Let's look at these pictures. Okay, we got cells in a petri dish, it looks like. They fuse together, make another one. And then, what's that? 2 different colored cells fuse together, make a mutant cell, like both of them put together, and then they divide, is what I'm thinking. So maybe they get put together and reproduce as one, maybe, asexually. Okay, now that the cat is trapped, I'm pretty much fine, so let's continue. I'll try and read as many things as I can, I don't even know, but let me just get out. Hunger, fear, and loneliness flooded your heart like a tsunami. For a poor guy who's been locked away for so long, you're almost at the end of your rope. You don't know it's safe anymore. Those unfamiliar creatures are in every corner. You have no idea that when they're going to show up next. You start praying for anyone to show up. Any sort of human, just one person. It could be anyone, even the people who kidnapped you. But there is nothing, not even any decent clothes, only monsters. Your legs are weak and tired, but you have no other choice. You have to keep going. Get out of the building alive. Let me save again. Whenever you see it. I need to save as much as possible. Because even in safe feeling rooms like this, there's always something. Scene here. Yeah, we got a quick time event. Yep, have fun. Guru came out of the vent and, did us dirty. I'm sorry. It's so stupid. I'm such an idiot. You struggled desperately, kicking, pushing, rolling on the ground. With all your efforts, you finally rip that sticky thing off your body. Slime slides back into the pipe and runs away. Okay. It looks like the door was welded shut. You can hear water dripping behind the door. They stopped fixing the vent pipe. Someone said they saw something moving inside of it. My friend told me it's an escaped sample. Oh, yeah. They were talking about the vent. Here we go. Yeah, Petri dish again. Oh, okay, we feed it to like a regular dog. And it turns into a prostitute. How nice. That was stupid. Shouldn't say things like that. This kind of virus is a super virus that has never been recorded before. This virus has a long latent period and is spread through many different methods. It's also difficult to detect before it's too late. This virus has a long latent period and is spread through many different methods. It's also difficult to detect before it's too late. This virus is way too strong. We've tried all we could, but we still can't cure it. This is our demise, the end of civilization. However, if our plan succeeds, then we may be able to save this world. Cool. It's too dark to read what's written here. Oh. Okay, cool. Dragon, Snow, and Cheesy. Bunch of geniuses, I say. Music is actually impeccable. In my opinion. I don't know if you can hear this music properly. Every time I hear a track come on, I'll just stay silent for a little bit, just so you can hear it. So I'm just gonna shut up for the rest of this room. Yeah, in case you're wondering why I said no to this, is because a little pro tip: if something asks you in this game whether or not you want to do it, you shouldn't do it, because you're just gonna die, most likely. But since I saved, I'll do it anyway. While you were digging through the old garbage, you were pricked by an old needle. It wasn't bleeding, so you ignored it. But in a minute, you started to feel unusually warm. Your head starts feeling dizzy too. Tiny gray squares overwhelm your vision. Okay, you struggle to maintain your footing, but you fail. You failed to struggle, yep. You don't have the strength to stand up anymore. You feel like you're going to die. You suspect it was filled with poison. However, with a strange squirming, you notice that your ears are becoming longer and bigger. You can control them freely as well. And you discover that your body is also beginning to grow visible fuzz. Same color as your hair. It's true, you pull on a tuft of it feels just like your normal hair. It hurts a bit too. Your body feels like it's boiling now, and a lot of hair starts emerging from your skin. If this makes you uncomfortable, I'd probably skip any time it gives you a graphic on the screen. Because it happens a lot in this. You try and stay calm as you watch yourself slowly change. Your elongated teeth bite your tongue, and nails grow like crazy. You can feel a tail swaying where your caudal vertebrae normally is. It's one of the strangest feelings you've ever experienced. Eventually, everything slows down and the hair stops growing. You slowly open your eyes. You immediately notice that your nose has become further from your face. Stretch out your hand and feel your smooth snout. You become a werewolf, real hairy and all. Oh, I forgot to read the last sentence. I'm so bad at this. You squat down on the floor. It's a little unbelievable and a little bit happy. Again, I did it too early. You lost your human identity. It doesn't matter. We turned into a werewolf. I don't care anymore. Yeah, so I guess we're content as a werewolf. Every time you die and turn into an animal, you don't really die. Like, you just become a new, creature. So it always raises the question, like, is this better than human life? Which is why furries exist. There's number 3. You better take your shot. That was probably a really loud close. It wasn't my ear. It felt like my eardrums ruptured. Wait, what is... They don't seem to have noticed you that... Let's try to sneak around them. Okay, indeed. Empty jar. I think you can watch TV on this. It's full of professional-looking words and scribbles. We have another cleaning robot. Chair-related accidents are surprisingly high. You've had a few run-ins in the past yourself. It's humorous, but it's also dark. It's a new computer. You don't need it right now. How long have I been recording for? A yellow book. It's about reducing your carbon footprint. Cool, that we're going to see a lot of copies of that yellow book. Or maybe they just didn't want to, draw any other books. So, the thing with these guys is that they can't see you if you're not moving. So, if it's dark and you're moving around, they can't see you. But if it's light and you're moving around, they can see you. But if it's light and you're standing still, they can't see you. It explains it here. These black latex creatures can't form crystalline lenses. Therefore, they are unable to see in the same way that most animals do. They see by detecting motion and utilizing their auditory senses, so they can't see anything motionless. However, the recent activities demonstrate highly developed intelligence, which surprised me greatly. Unfortunately, we have to destroy these failed samples as soon as possible. These samples are completely useless to our research goals. Cool. Okay, let's progress. These pictures are always interesting because it always reveals something new. So I guess the thing is observing a goat and a person, so it turns into a fusion of the goat and person. And I guess if you show it colors, I don't know, man. It turns sexy. I don't know. Crumpled up paper. Oh, I need to stop before something bad happens. Unremarkable test tubes. Box of pens. Okay, let's go. Oh, there's something to read. The creature appears to have independent thought. After several experiments, we discovered that the thoughts and behaviors of tested people were greatly influenced by the creatures. Humans who have been assimilated or parasitized may gain the immunity that we're looking for, but their minds have been permanently altered. They still appear to retain their memories and who they used to be, but they are no longer themselves. Their brains have fused with their parasites. Cool. Yep. Dust cloth. I'm a bit close. What happens if I interact with them? I'm gonna press Z on this one. I'll make sure I don't run into it. Okay, it just consumes you immediately. I don't know what I expected. You touch something, it's gonna... Whatever. Okay. Oh, there was actually no post screen there, so that's interesting. That one just completely consumed me, though. It didn't even, when I touched the needle on those boxes there, I just pointed to the screen in real life. What am I doing? In those boxes there, it took a full minute for me to transform, but this time it took 1 second. That's cool. I don't know, I'm saying that's cool. That's horrifying. I hate the topic. Oh, I forgot to save. I'm such an idiot. It's alright, I'll speed run through this. Can't run now, because no running in the office, obviously. Oh, I could have had some more time there. What? I tried to go up and it went left. Maybe I'm just stupid. I swear to God, the light did not turn on. That scared me so bad too. I jumped. This is a horror game, dude. It's a horror game. No more dumb deaths, though. Although I maintain that was not my fault that time. Maybe I accidentally pressed shift because I had my hand on near shift. They don't seem to have noticed you yet. Try to sneak around them. Shift makes you run, and if you run, they hear you. I'm just gonna take my left hand off the keyboard. That might be smart. What? Oh, I stepped in the black stuff and it made me slip or something. Okay, I'm done with this. Let's go. We're gonna continue. How long have I even been recording for? I hope like OBS doesn't, stop recording suddenly. Like it has done before. Or maybe I just run out of space. I don't think that happened though. Wait, what is... Okay, I've already read all this. Let's just go. Gotta maneuver around it this time. Pretty good music. They're moving. You know what I don't understand? It's like if their like eyes can only detect movement, then why can't he see me if he's moving? Also, I think I just ran right into him that time. But whatever. Whatever. Let's just do this one more time. And I'm pretty sure I passed by a save there. But let's not do that again. Let's just go. Let me stop dying. Get Dumbo. There's that carbon book again, I told you. I don't know if she could have seen me there. But whatever. Yeah, the ones with the curly tails are females. Wait, I guess so far down. Just go. Just go. No way. Okay. Go. Save, please. Thank you. Holy Christ. Let me read this. Okay. Never mind. But it's okay, because I just saved. I got all the freedom in the world.